Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tea with Tree. I'm your host, Tree Taylor, with a delicious brew of news and commentary you need to know. It's Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Grab your coffee, your tea, or your cocktails, darling, and let's get into some of this week's top news stories. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tea with Tree. Tonight, once again, we have Cayla Taylor joining us. Cayla, what's going on?
Hey y'all, this is what's going on.
And what is that?
Big graduation coming up.
Yes,
I
honey.
take Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle. Congrats.
Is this like your Easter speech? Like you've been rehearsing it and you're
No,
going
I
to be
haven't.
saying this all the time.
But I will keep saying it.
Good. I'm proud of you, Cayla. You need
Thank
to
you, Mom.
celebrate yourself. I don't know. We're going to work on that. More
Yeah.
celebration of oneself is in order. Don't you agree, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. Let's give her a hand.
2 snaps, 2 claps.
All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it. National news yesterday was a manic Monday. What the fluck was going on yesterday? Yesterday, Don Lemon tweeted that he had just been informed by his handlers, ladies and gentlemen, that CNN would no longer be employing him. I found that really interesting, Caleb, because recently, like maybe 4 weeks ago, we got the announcement that Gail King was coming over to CNN to host a nightly show in Don's old time slot. But perhaps people are saying this was actually the reason that CNN was fed up with Don. Check this out.
Your explanation reductive and actually insulting, including to black Americans, to say that black people today, compared to 1964, 1865, haven't made progress in part because of the freedoms we secured. And the Second Amendment was
black
part
people,
of what secured
hang on,
that
please.
freedom.
I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on one second. So to say that black people, say what you said again.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They were not secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not. You are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War, and that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to happen.
And you know how they got
it?
They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got the NRA played a big role in that. But today, Don, the
NRA did not play a big role.
They trained black Americans how to use firearms.
That's a lie. That's not. The NRA did not play a big role.
Well, that was hilarious. Go ahead, Kayla.
A couple of things. First of all, I know my history. And the Civil War was not fought on our behalf. It was fought on our behalf to keep us as slaves. It wasn't fought for us or anything like that. Second of all, I'm not sure if the person who was speaking about that is even in their realm to talk about that. But we're going to move on from then. I feel like Don Lemon has been on thin ice with CNN for the past couple of years with his New Year's Eve shenanigans. And he's kind of been pushing the line. And I don't know if this was the last straw, but he has also made some other comments about people not being in their prime. And I just think them taking away his show was just the beginning of the end, honestly.
So you're right, Kayla. Well, first of all, you are a aficionado of most things education related. I called it. So CNN is under new management, like there are new people there, and it's moving more leaning towards the Fox side because Fox, y'all can say what y'all want, but they get the ratings. Okay. Even though they're being sued. We'll talk about that. But they get the ratings. And CNN ain't really, it's too quiet for me. I don't even like watching CNN. I watch MSNBC. It's not fire. They don't pop off enough for me. And then they let his boy go. And they put Don on in the daytime with these clear Caucasian women. And let's play this clip one more time because I want you to notice something. We're not going to play the whole clip, but just notice something with me real quick. Roll with me.
In fact, I find your explanation reductive and actually insulting, including to black Americans, to say that black people today, compared to 1964, 1865, haven't made progress in part because of the freedoms we secured. And the Second Amendment was
Black
part
people,
of what secured
hang on,
that
please.
freedom.
I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on one second. So to say that black people, say what you said again.
Black people secured their freedoms after.
Check the body language of the co-host, who is saying what? Nothing. She's not speaking. She's not co-signing. This feels like a setup. I don't know.
Is the person he was speaking to, isn't he running for president?
Absolutely. He is a GOP candidate for president.
And so,
Vivek Ramaswamy. Somebody DM me. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Vivek Ramaswamy. Go ahead, Cayla.
Again, to the point I brought up earlier, certain people don't need to talk about certain things. You can't tell a black person what the Civil War was fought for. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know if this is your political stance, and it's not working.
And so as an Indian man, I don't feel that he has the right or the bandwidth, the experience to speak about the Black Americans and what we have gained as a result of any war, because we all know. I mean, I don't adhere to that. I get what I want and I can have anything I want. But come on, sir. Stand down.
But I also think that, is it the GOP trying to get the black vote? Because why are we even talking about this? How does this relate to how you can be a good president? You're talking about the Civil War and don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
he wants his diamond and silk.
Listen, we do elect people into the presidency that don't know history on all sides. Moving right along, yesterday was a manic Monday, as I noted. And because over on Fox, honey, okay, you thought that Don got the boot? No. Tucker Carlson also got his walking papers. Fox said, you know what? We got to pay this $787.5 million in a defamation lawsuit, Tucker. So we're going to have to let you go. But that's really not what that's about, to be honest with you. That Tucker Carlson show is very highly rated on that network. And it's like number 2 in the ratings. But it's the second highest rating. But baby, they can't afford to keep Tucker because it looks like there's another lawsuit coming down the pipeline, allegedly, as it relates to Tucker. There's several coming down the pipeline as it relates to Tucker. Apparently, and this is shady. Like, Cayla, don't be recording me and I don't know about it. The producer was recording Tucker and has compiled a stockpile of information, allegedly. And that producer hired themselves an attorney and then took it to Fox and was like, pay me what you owe me.
Don't talk about not recording anybody, because I believe I recorded on your behalf, specifically when the counselor was talking her mess to you and you were like, you recording this? Good. So I'm going to record every time for my receipts.
I'm here to help your child.
So it feels like you're really hostile, and I don't deal with people like that.
Okay, number one.
No,
I was working with students
I came
and you
in
walked
here.
in. They were here before you.
Let me just say this. I know what I'm entitled to and what my child is entitled to. We can either make this a good experience for the three of each other.
No.
Who are you? You're talking there, or
where am I looking?
You're looking at me now. Who is your boss?
My boss is the principal.
Very good.
She doesn't like my attitude.
Now, why are you telling her? See, that's not professional.
You just said it in front of her, didn't you?
here to work with you, and from the time I walked into this office, it has felt like you do not desire to be here. Then when I asked
decided
you,
to work with a student that was in here. Just ask for a different counselor.
we will.
Good.
You're recording this, right? Very good. That was one time that I authorized that, and
Authorized
I authorized it
after the fact.
based on your history of recording me when I'm in kind of compromising situations. I don't like it.
Immorally compassed.
At any rate, the plot continues to thicken, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Don Lemon. This is just recent news, Cayla. Don Lemon has now hired the same attorney as Tucker Carlson. Okay. And they are going after the bag. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, in entertainment news, Cayla, I saw a story last week that kind of messed with me a little bit. I say it messed with me because I just think, what is wrong? Wait, why are you?
Go ahead.
Why
Go
are you laughing?
Go ahead.
What is funny?
The picture is funny. Go ahead.
She's beautiful. That is not. What's so funny about the picture, Cayla?
The picture is funny because she said that she's going to be the next Black Oprah, and here she is looking like Oprah-ish.
You know what?
Oprah's already black, so. Well, go ahead.
What is wrong with you? Don't be a dream killer, Cayla.
I'm not a dream killer, but how are you going to be the next Black Oprah and Oprah's already black?
You're ruining my story. See, so, ladies and gentlemen, this was my whole thing about this story about Young Miami. So, she did an article in I think it's an online magazine called The Cut. In a recent interview, Carisha Brownlee, better known as Young Miami, she shared that she wants to change the way she talks. Oh my God, I did not know Cayla was going to come at me with this. In the interview, which was published by The Cut, she was asked about her distinct sound that fans have come to love. The interviewer writes, "You have such a specific sound and your cadence is so distinct. Are there artists who influence you?" Carisha responded by saying that I think it's so funny and crazy that you said it is because okay, I'm sorry for changing my voice. Carisha responded by saying, "I think it's so funny and crazy that you said it is because I really want to change the way I talk. I just feel like my accent, it's growing up in Miami. It's my slang. I talk like my mom." She went on to say a lot of people don't understand it and they take it like she's being illiterate or not being able to talk properly. "I always think about it," she said. "I'll be like, I'm going to do it, but I have never followed through. I can't disguise my voice even if I wanted to." And then here this little girl comes immediately without even, you didn't read the article, did you?
No.
Cayla, don't do that.
No, but I don't think she should. What it seems like she's wanting to do is code switch to fit. I can't understand you. Well, you need to figure out how to understand me. Like, her accent is not anything out of this world that nobody's ever heard before. It's different. It's not cut and dry. But she's not illiterate. But that Black Oprah comment was a little one-off. But a side note,
okay,
Carisha is the inspiration behind my Instagram name, Cayla Please, because she has a show on Revolt called Carisha Please. So,
but can you please give Carisha a break, Cayla? Because look, okay, no, let me say this. Now, I don't play that. Like, I believe in enunciating and in speaking well, especially when we're dealing with the clear population, because they have preconceived notions about us. They do, period. Okay, whatever. I love y'all, and y'all do, some of y'all. But I don't want this girl to change. I feel like uh Puff Daddy or whoever he is this week
Brother Love.
is a part of this nonsense. Carisha, you are fabulous the way you are. If you want to be the next Black Oprah, you can, despite the oxymoronicness of it all. Cayla, don't do that. She can be
Well,
the next Black Oprah if she wants to.
he's funding that show. Carisha Please Revolt, that's his whole thing. So you might be right that he's probably like, well, to reach a broader audience, you might want to clean this up or clean that up. But you made a good point that that's probably the source of why that comment came out, because he's putting in her ear, we can reach more people, but they don't understand you, or clean it up. And then Black Oprah thing is really cleaning it up. So
Carisha, go for it. Be all the things that you want to be. And I'm sorry for was I mimicking her when I was it's hard not to, cause like
well, then isn't that reinforcing what her problem or
it,
her point is?
but that's what we love about her.
Yeah, it's authentic.
It
And
is. And baby girl, we need authenticity in this world. There are so many people trying to fake the funk, especially on these internets. Don't change. In other entertainment news today, ladies and gentlemen, Harry Belafonte, the actor and activist, passed away this morning. He was 96 years old and, of course, is best known. Well, I'm going to say he's best known in the Black community for his advocacy in Hollywood for Black actresses and actors. But also, of course, we all know the Deo song, La 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 La. I really loved him in Carmen, and I don't really know if I've seen a lot of Harry Belafonte movies, and I also don't know what is wrong with your face. What is going on, ma'am? Please help me understand.
so you said that he was an activist and an advocate to get, more Black actors, and I'm saying actors and not actresses, for a reason. This man did not like Black women. I don't care how fine he was or how sultry his voice was. He did not like Black women and made it a point to make that known. So I don't know if a lot of people know, but him and Eartha Kitt kind of had a little fling or whatever. He told Eartha Kitt that no Black woman can do anything for me. That's, you'll lay up with a Black woman, but a Black woman can't do anything for you. And that's extremely off-putting. How are you going to be an activist, but it's exclusive to Black men?
Well, he was referring to dating Black women, wasn't he? Or you're saying that he said
Yeah, I'm
that
saying that
because
he,
you're right. She said, I wish I could find that clip. I will try to find it and put it in here. She did say he said that they had a thing.
they had a thing. He was okay with sleeping with her, but then you can't really do anything for me outside of this is the issue. You'll lay low, spread it wide in private, but then in public,
Cayla,
it's just performative to me.
what are
And
you? Wait a minute.
his mom is white too.
Okay, he can't help that. The president's mama was a white woman too.
Joe Biden's mom,
I mean, the other president.
the other one. Oh boy.
You're watching the Tea with Tree. I'm Tree Taylor.
I'm Cayla.
And Cayla she's not a fan of Harry Belafonte. Okay. I mean, you're making a valid point.
I think
And
it's performative.
okay, so are we saying then that this man's activism doesn't matter because he wouldn't date a Black woman?
It doesn't not matter, but it's not authentic to me when you feel that way about Black women, when I thought it was supposed to be about Black empowerment and
Right.
getting into the space. But then in your personal life, you're like,
Well, he wasn't like, he was like,
mm.
until the lights come on.
I
Kayla, don't, why are you trying to be like me all the time?
No, you're trying to be like me.
You don't know my thoughts.
Actually, I do.
Next story. It's time for the table read. Now, the table read segment for all the actors and actresses, I know what a table read is. It's when you get around the table and read the script and all that. I know. I'm calling this segment the table read because this is the segment where we're going to discuss TV shows that you may or may not be watching. Sometimes me and Kayla watch the same shows. Other times I don't have time for TV, okay? Because I'm a mogul. I'm busy. This week, we're discussing Love After Lockup, which is some tomfoolery, in my opinion. Y'all, check this out.
Let's go to recently deleted. Grab him, y'all.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Move back. Come on.
Get your fingers out.
Why some girl texting him talking about he don't me? And send him pictures and videos. Bitch, please.
He disrespectful, like he embarrassed you online, and then he's got bitches sending him pictures.
I don't got nobody sending no pictures to me.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do. We just seen it, Derek. So
Oh my God. What? I mean,
So first of all, if I have to have my entire family bulldoze you out of my way to look through my phone, we don't need to be in a relationship. There's obviously no trust there. But then to the point that, okay, I feel like I have to look in your phone because I think you're doing other things. Then you see the things. And you're still with him. So stop looking or leave. Like, it's at this point, it's like, you know, he's doing his own thing and you're still supporting him. I don't know if it's for the show, for the check, because I have not seen Monique clock into one job. She claims she's a vet receptionist, and I don't know what the rates are in Chicago for veterinary receptionists, but to be spending the kind of money she's been spending on this man, it has to be for the show at this point.
couple things. Let's look Monique up on the PP. Never mind. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I already seen it.
So I do think they're doing this for the show at this point. This is all alleged. I don't know this, but it feels like the energy is giving like, would a woman really tolerate this level of disrespect? And then go ahead.
And before this episode, he's already told her, well, it was said in the confessional, which I'm sure she's already seen at this point, that after they like linked up for the first time when he got out of jail, like after she went back home, he slept with 10 other women. So she knows that at this point, I guess from seeing the show. I'm not sure if she knew it then, if he was honest with her then, but in my mind, like, say you didn't know, but now you're watching this and America is watching this. Are you still with this person? Like,
we're not going to judge that because you and I both know that everyone gets to their point when they get there, and no amount of wisdom from anybody, when they're fed up, they're fed up. And so she's not fed up, or they're running game on America.
I think it's a little bit of both, on top of her maybe not being secure within herself. She knows that she can keep that man around with the check, with some money.
I have a problem with this portion of the whole situation. I'm just going to play this back one more time. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I got a serious problem with this right here.
Let's go to recently deleted. Grab him, y'all.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Move back.
Grab him, y'all.
They're enabling her.
Shame on all of y'all. Y'all, shame on y'all. That is a grown little man.
They got him, though.
Hell no.
They bulldozed him out the way.
That is so that disgusted me that you're correct. They're enabling that young lady. That is the table read this week. Okay, Love After Lockup. You might hear it again. You might not. Sometimes we're just going to do whatever we feel like. This is my show. I have
Excuse me?
I'm not ready to call it our show.
Because I'm not consistent yet. I think 2 weeks in a row is consistency.
Kayla,
It takes 21 days to form a habit, and I'm on 14.
speak life. So don't say I'm not. Okay, so don't say I'm not consistent yet.
I'm asking you if you think I'm not consistent because I've been showing up.
I need more
14
time.
days.
But we don't count the days that
I'm
you're not.
I'm 3/4 to the habit.
In local news, ladies and gentlemen, where are we, ladies and gentlemen? You ask, where are we, Kayla?
We're in the ATL.
I was thinking about this the other day, how you are just so proud that you were born at Piedmont. And I'm
The
like,
Piedmont, the original Piedmont, not these spin-off franchisee
Marcus,
Piedmonts.
the Marcus building.
Yeah, no, this is a OG Piedmont.
The 95 building is where I worked when I was carrying her. I worked for my OBGYNs, and I was just laughing thinking about now how Cameron is born in what is that house? I'm
Southern
sorry.
Regional.
Southern Regional, yeah.
The hood.
Shut up, Kayla. But I was just laughing because you are just so proud of that. And
well, because everyone, like, if they're from Atlanta, they're like, you're not from Atlanta if you weren't born at Grady. No, I was born at the original Piedmont. No spin-offs.
And you're making it great, aren't you? You're the only person I really have ever heard. I mean, like, I feel like I started hearing people say that after.
Piedmont?
Yeah, but like
I've always claimed
you
Piedmont.
have claimed it as a child because you're bougie. So that and there's nothing wrong with Grady. Don't be coming for me.
The trauma hospital.
I'm
No, because there's the thing. So you probably haven't experienced this because you're an adult. I'm one too, but you're older than me. Anytime you tell someone you're from Atlanta, they try to ask you what high school you went to or what hospital you were born at. I was born at Piedmont. I relocated for a better education, and I went to Eagles Landing. But I'm still from Atlanta, and so I need the birth certificate says it all.
But you're right. They do always want to know what high school you went to, what hospital you were born at, and I hear you trying to assert yourself within the city. So
I don't have to assert myself, but I don't like to be questioned about if I'm really from here or not. I don't walk around with my birth certificate in my pocket. If I said I'm from here, I'm from here. But a lot of people, and it's kind of funny because we did used to live in California. People who don't know me ask me, "Are you from California?" I'm like, I don't find that insulting, but I do get it a lot.
But you don't talk like Atlanta people. Your dialect is my dialect because
Which
you
is northerner.
I've been here since 1995, but I can see why they think you're from California. So
because I enunciate my words.
It's silly, but we've already discussed.
So that's borderline. That Black people can't speak a certain way, or they're not really Black. Like, oh, you talk so nice. You talk white.
Did you get that in school?
Yes. People still tell me I talk white.
Well, they're ignorant. It looks like Pinky Cole has bought another property, and I don't know why Kayla's shaking her head, y'all. Please.
Poor Delia's.
She bought Delia's over there on is that Northside and Howell Mill?
Northside of Marietta.
Marietta, okay. She bought the place, and what do you think about that, Kayla? Aren't you?
We don't need any more vegan place. This is not the city for that. I'm so sorry. We don't even. Yeah, I think people like the hype, like, oh, it's still a burger and the slutty vegan, like, yeah, but that's not a place I feel like people go to more than once.
Well, it's all over the country, ma'am. So somebody is going there. And
yeah, somebody.
Shout out to Pinky. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't eat
they
fake
have vegan
meat.
hookah.
They're probably coming out with it, but that's sent that like all that we don't eat.
Why is it fake? But it's whatever they put into it makes it taste real. That's
I don't want it.
artificial. We're not getting into that. But congrats. Hopefully it's not another slutty vegan because we don't need another one down here. I think I saw some people asking like if it could be like a seafood type of thing, but seafood is that's
It could
extremely
be
hard to make.
pescatarian. It's pescatarian.
Yeah, you don't have to stick to. It could be health. It doesn't have to be strictly vegan or not, but
Yeah.
that is her brand.
I don't want it. I don't want
Um,
it, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me some meat. Okay. You've been watching The Tea with Tree. I'm Tree Taylor. Who are
I'm
you?
Cayla. Big grad.
Thank you so much for watching the last episode. We really appreciate you all. We're having a good time. It's ease and flow over here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I just forgot the tagline. No, seriously, remember, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, abundance is your birthright, darling. Bye for now.